So this is in the laundry room, and again, it's almost 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Uh, I don't think the light's on in the laundry room. It might be, but the light's certainly on in the kitchen. I think. Um, every time that was by myself, or most of the time I was by myself, this twack would kick up a notch. I'm going to draw some interpretations of where I saw some faces. Anytime this twack overlaps like an object, because of those rows of eyes and those columns of eyes, it makes it look like the objects have faces on them at a glance, or in your peripheral vision, or when you're looking directly at it. Um, I think it's easy to see how some of this could be interpreted that way. It could be interpreted a million other ways. And again, it doesn't matter if you can make out or see how I could make out these items, or these interpretations. What's important to note is this is not camera noise. This is 2 p.m. in the middle of the day. Yes, it's in a laundry room, but again, it's a very small one, and the kitchen's like just to the right. And again, I saw this noise or this twack with my eyes unaided. I'm going to draw some more interpretations here. What's important to note also with these faces is a lot of times if you look directly at the mouth, it won't look like as much of a mouth as it does when you look at the eyes. That is intentional. And like right here, like I think this is very easily interpreted as like a face right there. But again, even if you can't make the stuff out, and I don't always see faces in these things, because a lot of times this stuff is moving so rapidly, it's hard to see these faces unless, like, you know, they wiggle a little bit. But a lot of times they morph so much, it's just you just see a lot of noise. After I draw a few of these faces or these interpretations, it'll start moving again, and you'll see that this is still even slowed down, and it still moves pretty quickly. It doesn't have to move quickly. Like I've seen them, like I've seen two in one night when I was walking near the Grove. I saw two holograms, like literally lit up like a neon sign, not as brightly lit as a neon sign, but I could walk around them, and they one was floating, one was just like a kind of like a three-dimensional running man, kind of like a bathroom sign type of man of icon, but in a running position. And then I saw a crude hologram of a bicycle, and that bicycle, I don't think the wheels were moving on it, but it just sort of like it sort of hovered just above the ground and just like went right by me when they continued down the street that I was walking on. But see, you can still see in the corner there, especially in the corners there, it would be more noticeable. And sometimes it would look like that there's a person hiding in my closet, or a person in the corner of the room. See over there on the right, I think it's very easily interpretable as like a face there where that bag is. I don't know what's inside that. I'm gonna pause it here and do a few more interpretations of faces that I saw. I think this one's pretty easy one to see as well. Another important note is that while I'm doing these videos, while I'm recording them and looking at the footage on as I record it live, and when I review it later, and when I'm editing these, and when I'm doing these types of enhancements or rotations in the videos, what's important to note is that I'm still in the midst of being gang stalked, and so I'm still suffering these projections in the sense of, and here it looked like, I think there's, could be interpreted as eyes on the panel there, but in various ways. But so while I'm doing these videos, they will project into my eyes, in between my eyes and the screen, and onto the phone screen itself. And so it's already interpretable many different ways. But then again, when I'm still suffering like this twack in the air, sometimes I could be notating something on here, and you truly don't see it because it truly isn't there.